left onto West Stan Schluter Loop.
There's the sunset. That's about all of the sunset I'm going to be able to get on this live stream.
We'll see. I doubt it. We'll get more. Maybe we can catch the choppers going into it.
But, is it going to turn yellow? Yeah, it's going to turn yellow. But I was going to go live a little sooner than this, but I ended up getting one more order on Spark.
Continue
so
on
we get
West
a little
Stan
bit more
Schluter
of the
Loop for
sunset.
half a
Look at
mile.
that.
Oh, you got the choppers happening too. Choppers went right over it. You can see it.
Our windshield isn't exactly the cleanest right now either, but there's our sunset as we are on our way to make our last delivery of the night before we head home. Vroom vroom.
Should have bought the V8 instead of that crappy ass V6. On fucking stairway.
Hello. Half a day. Good evening. So one of the other things I wanted to do, because I talked about it very briefly at the end of my live stream from this earlier today, this afternoon, this morning. But today's 9/11. You know, never forget. Do you guys remember where you were at on that unfortunate day? The hubby and I remember it very clearly. We actually were in the middle of PCSing from one military base to another when that happened. And we were visiting my family in Washington State at the time when it was like maybe 7 o'clock in the morning and Washington time. And the phone was just going off the hook. Just ringing and ringing and ringing. Nobody was answering because we were still pretty much all asleep.
You, me, and the kids, I think, were the only ones there. Everybody else
Had already left for the day.
for work,
But that's what I remember. You know, we were at my mom's house at the time. And, all right. Put the storytelling on pause for a moment while I make this delivery. Oh, no, it should be there. 7. Yep, that one. All right, so let's make this delivery. And then we'll see if we can still catch what's left of the sunset.
Yeah, if you're gonna get it. Yeah, it was our niece Lonnie who was calling, and by that point it was, I think both the trade centers had already been hit, because like she said, it was like 7:30 in the morning West Coast time. Yeah, everything had already been, both the towers had already been hit, and the Pentagon. Because when I actually got to the phone in time, when our niece was calling, that was what she said. I answered the phone, and that's what she said was there was a plane hit the World Trade Center, and I, brushed it off. I was like, oh well, happens sometimes. It's happened in the past. Skyscrapers have gotten hit by small planes. I didn't think, But and then she said, and the Pentagon. And as soon as she said the Pentagon, we knew at that point. But I'm sure, everybody By that point, it was, well underway, and everything was already going down at that point by the time we got woke up.
Yeah, and our youngest just turned 2 months old on that day. But it was, I know he was, didn't you get notified on whether you had to?
No, I could not get a hold of anybody.
Because he was on.
That was the problem, because I was, in the middle of PCS and moving from one base to another. So I was trying to, reach out to anybody that I could get a hold of to find out, okay, where do I go? What am I supposed to do? All that kind of jazz. So, and then finally,
That's what's left of our.
that's what's left of your sunset. Something's over here because it's still going down. Some part or something.
Right there.
No, my luck, because somebody will roll up on my ass. And I'm sitting there in the middle of the,
There we go.
what do you call it?
There we go. Even though we have this tall grass right there.
Of course, there's always fucking something in the way.
Always something in the way.
Always something. Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. It's just pink.
That
now.
yeah, and that tower is also, but that's okay. That's still pretty.
You can't flip it on its side. You can't flip it on its
No.
side here?
No, it won't let you.
That didn't work at all.
There we go. But yeah, because he was on leave, because we took extra time also so we can visit family as we were moving to our next duty station, and he was trying to get a hold of any of his higher ups to find out what he's supposed to do, because in this situation, are they calling everybody back in and report to your commander and whatnot? But so it was hey Chelsea, I don't know if you're still there or not, but I just saw your comment. I know sometimes the comments don't pop up all the time, but like I said, that was where we were at. That's what was happening at the time that actually that was 2 strikes. By that time we were awakened, because we were on the West Coast in Washington State. I guess both strikes had already taken place when we were called.
Yeah, all three.
With
the towers.
no, the second attack was
The towers and the Pentagon had already been hit.
not the second attack on the
Yes.
towers,
Yes. Both towers.
because we were watching the news when the second.
No, both towers and the Pentagon were already hit, because it was like 7:30 in the morning for us, and all that stuff happened at 8:30. Started at 8:30 something East Coast time, because when Lonnie called, that was she told me the World Trade Center, a plane hit the World Trade Center, and then she told me another plane also hit the Pentagon, and that's when, because I didn't think much of it when she said the World Trade Center. It's like like I was saying, it was planes have been hit before. I mean, planes have hit skyscrapers before. Nothing like that, obviously, but still.
Not a lot of color in the sky, but that's that one. Let me see if I can move to where I can move it more this way.
To look at you?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Okay, so that way, when I want to, it'll be easier. Hi, half a day. But that was the idea, really, was to get a little bit more of that sunset as we talk about. And anybody who's here watching, if you want to share, if you remember where you're at, on if you're old enough. I know with my eldest, you know, she was only she's 9 years old. Our second youngest was a year old, and then our youngest one was only 2 months old. So, and just getting, you know, because again, with whoever was calling the house, and we were there visiting my parents in Washington State, and I forgot about that part because we were still sleeping. The kids and I were still sleeping, and I guess everyone else had already gotten up and left, you know, to do for the day or whatever they were doing that morning. That's why nobody else was answering the phone. Forgot about that part. And then that's when we found out it was one of our nieces who had heard, and so she was telling everybody. She was calling everybody when that happened. So, and
How quickly we forgot.
what?
Only 24 years, and people are all back to the same shit that it was before that happened. Remember what it was like after? American flags everywhere, everybody proud to be fucking Americans. Right now, I saw something earlier. I saw a post earlier, and I don't doubt it would be true. I really don't. It said if 9/11 happened today, there would be probably a large group in the United States that would be cheering. And it's like, you know, I don't know. Just, you can't friggin'...
And that's sad to think.
Yeah, it is.
That's sad to think that that's actually the state that we're in. That very much is a possibility.
I mean, come on, you know, just yesterday, watch a couple videos. You'll see people with no souls in a crowd of people cheering that somebody just got fucking assassinated right in front of them. But, you know, and I know the same type of crap happened on September 11th. We got, you know, news feeds from, you know, other parts of the world especially, and all that, where it was showing them cheering in the streets because America had been hit.
It's one thing when it's whatchamacallit outside of our country, but
Yeah.
it's different when it's home.
Unfortunately, it's just the state we've gotten to with people being...
Oops, we were buffering there for a moment. Sorry about that. Hey, Coffee Cake. Good evening and half a day. Yeah, right now the conversation is a little sombering because we're talking about 9/11, and for those that can remember where they were when they found out about the attacks. And we were catching the tail end of a sunset. It was supposed to be a sunset chat, but I ended up getting one last order on Walmart Spark, and that interrupted that. It delayed me going live so y'all can enjoy a bit more of a sunset. So now got the drive home, But if you're still there, how are you? How was your day? And anybody else that's here watching, don't be shy. If you're new to my channel, let me know where you're watching from. Right now, we're on our way home. And to you from the big old state of Texas. At the moment, we're leaving what was formerly known as Fort Hood.
No, it's Fort Hood again.
It's Fort Hood again? Did they change it already?
Yeah,
Change it back already?
I think so.
Oh. Well, it was Fort Hood, and then they changed it to Fort Cavazos. And then they were like, you know what? That was silly to change it.
That's no
I know. I think it was Trump who said
it was either way, but
change the names back.
But then what I was saying earlier before I started buffering, talking about 9/11. Yeah, it's been 24 years, but the state of the country right now and the state of how people look at each other and everything else is just, everybody's forgotten.
Well, Lord knows I would hate for something like that to happen again. I mean, since 9/11, though, there have been attacks, other forms,
Yeah.
but something so big and dramatic on the attacks itself.
I mean, like I said, right now, we're sitting in a state where, freaking people apparently can't have a different viewpoint without somebody they think they need to fucking murder somebody just because they have a different viewpoint or they don't think the same as you. Fucking freedom of speech doesn't mean freedom of speech or you and your fucking thoughts and only like-minded thoughts like yours. Freedom of speech means freedom of speech for fucking everybody, whether you agree with them or not. Fucking what it's there for. And if people can't have a fucking conversation and part that conversation on good terms, then we're definitely, putting the wrong fucking people in office to begin with. Because if you're voting for somebody that's only polarized enough to see things your way, then what the fuck is the point? If you can't have somebody that can look at both sides and find a compromise, then we're just voting. And it hasn't changed. We're voting for all the same fucking morons for the past 50 fucking years and been sitting up in the same chairs and doing the same bullshit and screwing over the American people, and nobody fucking says anything about it. They just keep voting the same people in. Oh, they think the same way I think, therefore I'm going to vote them in.
Normally, I'm a big thing about not talking about politics and whatnot on my channel, but like I said, today's 9/11, remembering what happened. Hey Terry, she says she loves your vocabulary.
Yeah.
It sounds like hers.
Yeah.
Don't get him started now. He's very colorful. Hey, Buff. Thank you and good evening. Hafaday. Hubby and I are. Say hi. Do it again. We're on our way home. We got the tail end of the sunset. I know I might be repeating myself for those of you guys that have already been here since the start of the live stream, But I ended up getting one last offer on Spark. It was a real quick one, 4 items. It was not far from the store. So it delayed me starting the live stream to be able to actually catch the sunset. But how was your day, Terry?
We only caught it. We didn't catch all of it.
Yeah.
We only caught parts of it because the ship was in the way. We couldn't find somewhere to go park.
But yeah, as I was just saying, if you didn't already hear what my hubby was expressing, I normally don't like talking about politics because just like what he was saying, not everybody is going to agree with what you have to say. And that's fine. If the entire world population agreed on the same thing, it would be a bit boring. But at the same time, we want to stay civil. We want to stay polite. Because otherwise I'll boot you out of the chat.
No, I'm not going to talk about politics.
I mean, kind of, when you
Because
mentioned
it's just,
about
well, I know.
voting.
I know, but that's just because I'm irritated with the same clowns we have sitting in offices up there. And everybody just keeps voting for them. But whatever. At the end of the day, I think my viewpoint, my mindset is regardless of what you see in the fucking media, everybody doesn't hate each other for whatever fucking differences they can find. The majority of people, I'd say 90% of the people in the fucking world, much less the country, want to just be left the fuck alone to live their lives and enjoy their families and not have to deal with ignorance, for lack of a better term.
Say it, my love, say it. But Sandra, hi, good evening, half a day. Thank you for popping into our live stream. If anybody wants to share where they were at when the first, when the attack took place on 9/11, we shared it at the start of the live stream. With my husband being retired Air Force, we were in the middle of transitioning from one duty station to another, and we were visiting a family in Washington State when we got the call. I mean, the higher ups, I don't even know, you didn't get a hold of anybody that day, did you? I don't remember.
I don't know. I think I probably wound up getting a hold of somebody. If not that day, it was the next day.
Yeah.
I think it might have been late that day.
Yeah, I guess there was just so much going on, so much chatter going on, that he had a hard time getting a hold of any of his higher ups to find out what it was he's supposed to do. All right, Terry says, I was actually getting out of the shower and watching the news and saw it live. Oh my gosh. We got a phone call because we were visiting my parents in Washington State, and we didn't have cell phones at the time, so it was just the house phone just ringing off the hook because we were still asleep because we were traveling. But we were still asleep, and my husband finally gets up after being irritated. He's like, why isn't anybody answering the phone? But it was one of our nieces that calling she just was basically repeating that we were under attack. Somebody hit the Twin Towers and the Pentagon, and then pretty much everybody in the entire family was just pinned to the TV watching the news, what was going on. But yeah, that's where we were at. That's what we were doing at the time of the attacks. Boy, it looks brighter through the phone than it does in person. Oh, excuse me. Well, we didn't make our quota for the day. For the entire day, we tried to make 150. I mean, we broke 100, so yay for that. But even after paying for gas, we still broke 100. So we're still over 100, so that's a good thing. Oh, before it gets too dark, I know it's changing subject, but at our Walmart, I'm not doing gig work tonight, but I did this morning. Same. I did gig work by myself earlier today. Can you reach it? I can't reach it. The bag that I got from Claire's. And then we came to where my daughter lives, but in our Walmart, Claire's is going out of business. I mean, they are selling everything down to their fixtures. And I kept telling the hubby every time, boy, whew, was that skunk or was that funk?
I don't know. I didn't see it.
A car just drove by and then it just smells like skunk.
That's probably whatever it was I ran over the second time. You didn't feel that.
Nope. You ran over a skunk?
I ran over something I wasn't paying attention.
Oh. But anyways, the Claire's in the Walmart that we do a lot of our Walmart Spark from, they've been going out of business for like the past 3 weeks. And every time we walk by the store, I kept telling him every day, did you change your channel name? Wait. Is this Colleen? No, or is this Yvonne? I see Nana in there, so is this Yvonne? Did you change your name? But every time we were working and walking by Claire's, you know, and they're having the big sales, going out of business, yada yada, 40, 50, 60% off. I kept telling the hubby, I was like, we need to walk in there, you know, because we could get stuff for our granddaughters. And finally today, when it's practically empty in the store, but anyways, I finally did some shopping in there. I bought 10 items that if they were still regular price, I would have been spending like about 90 bucks. About 90 bucks in the store. And but I got everything for $8. They are all closing down. That I don't know. That I don't know, but for that specific location, like I said, they were selling everything, not just the merchandise. They were even selling the fixtures. I mean, all the rotating cases and whatnot. They were selling those. They were selling those as well. Still kind of expensive because I saw one that had the price tag on it. It said $150. And it's... Oh, phone down, phone down. It's upside down. That's too funny. Yeah, this phone is pretty heavy. I don't know. Again, you're not paying attention to running over something. But but y'all caught that on video of my, and that's like the second time. But I was using a different phone holder. But can you hold that for a second?
I can.
did that. I think this was the third time actually doing a live stream and my phone falls. Either because the phone holder came off or the phone itself comes off the phone holder. I know the one that I'm streaming from, it's the Z Fold and Z Fold 3. It was the third one. And it's a little bit on the heavy side. So and that was, I mean, and this, the phone was even heavier when I had it in a wallet. Oh my goodness. Again, sorry about the yawning. Oh, look at that. It's still, look at the colors over there. I mean, look at that. There you go. Look at that. I mean, where it looks like it's a streak of orange going up into the sky. There it is. Look, it looks like streaks of orange going into the sky. Thank you, Terry, for the floating heart. But isn't that pretty? But those are, look at that, the remaining colors from the sun setting. Every time he hits a bump, the phone hits the window. So you guys are still seeing the sun setting. I mean, at least the colors of what's left. Yeah, I know, that's what I was talking about, the streaks of orange just bursting through. That is pretty. Yeah, that's when I see colors like that, those are what I try to capture. Those are what I want to see when I'm doing the sunset. Stop yawning. You keep making me yawn.
Sleeping.
Oh. Yeah. No. Well, good thing you got coffee at home. I tell ya. I hope the next 4 days, really, because we're going to work Monday as well. But Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Are those yawns? Are we making you yawn too, Terry? It would be nice. I mean, it's asking a lot. If we could make $800 in 4 days. I mean, it's not impossible, but it's asking a lot. I mean, we would have to, I don't know. It's not payday weekend, or is it? No, it's not. Wait. Yes, it is. Wait. No, because today's Thursday, the 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th. No, it is payday weekend. It's payday weekend because the 15th is on Monday. So it's a possibility. We can make $800 in 4 days. I'll just go live every day and ask everybody, come on people, Help me make $800. The goal is $800. We got bills to pay. Darn insurance, I tell you. That's really kicking our butt because of this dang Kia. It's to insure the Kia cost us more than to insure our Acura. And I mean, even more than the pickup. That we have a Colorado pickup.
Yeah, I know they're older, but still.
Yeah. The Acura and the Colorado are older, but
The Acura has a fucking V6 in it. Pushes almost 300 horsepower. This thing barely fucking get out of its own way. And yet I pay more for insurance on this fucking thing.
yeah, the Kia we're driving right now is a 2020. Or is it 21? Yeah, I think it's 2020. But it costs more to insure this car than it does. I think it's combined. It costs about the same. Huh?
I don't have full coverage on the other side.
Because, wait, that's a Kia. You don't have a Kia. Your new car isn't a Kia, is it, Terry? I don't remember.
Think about it.
I think that's what you have, right? Your new car?
Yeah, but it's not that it's a Kia. It's the fucking year and the type.
Yeah, I think it's the ones that are 2020s and older.
Somebody told us how easy it is to steal.
Yeah, she's got a 2025. What, it's like over $1,000, right? Just for the Kia? For 6 months?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's like $200 a fucking month.
Yeah,
This piece of shit.
just for the Kia, for a 6-month policy, it's over $200.
Not 200 for the whole 6 months.
No, I said a month. It's over $200 a month. She says yours is $1,600 a year. Why don't they offer it to us like that? Why do they do it 6 months at a time? I think the last 3, to include our current one, they've all been 6 months policy. But she just says she pays $1,600 a year. Well, that's good. Shoot,
One car?
just for the Kia.
I mean, yeah, we're paying, shit, $200 a month times 12. How much are we paying for this family?
But that was just for the Kia. She says she does 6 months at a time. Yeah. That's still better than the pricing we got. Why do I hear wind?
Water map or something. It must have picked up.
It's windy outside. I'm not seeing the trees moving.
That doesn't mean it's not windy.
Alright, my hair is a little bit messy, but we're almost home.
Why is it 50 fucking cents more
that's how it works sometimes. Yeah, it's a 30-minute drive between where we just were and where we live. A minimum of 30-minute drives. And the gas difference between there from our home zone it ranges anywhere from 20 cents to 60 cents. So for those of you guys that were there for one of my recent live streams where we were creating music, I talked to at least one of my daughters, and she's like, what? Basically, she's like, not really in the mood to do that. And then of course my eldest, with her current, she's still heartbroken over her fur baby, so it's understandable. So I asked one of my nieces, and she plays the guitar, she also sings, so I sent her the music, and I asked her if she could put some music to it and sing it as well. So she's busy at the moment, but so I talked to one of my nieces, and we'll see if that can happen, because like I said, she plays the guitar, and that would be really cool. It would be really, really cool if she can.
A mountain climber who plays an electric guitar.
The fur baby did pass. Yes. They had to let her go a few days ago because her health, it declined so quickly. The issue that was going on with her, it was pushing her organs, basically. Like basically she was pregnant. And they told her at the time that they did bring her to the vet that she wasn't in pain at that time. But my daughter, she was saying, her last 2 days, they could see just how much more uncomfortable she had gotten. So, they figured it was time. They didn't want her to have to suffer. So, because they said that when it happens, in reference to, if for her health to decline, it would decline quickly. So, all right, what did I miss there? Somebody said something. Oh. Yeah, and actually she called me the other day when I had just started doing a live stream, and I ended up having to end that one so I can talk to her, because you guys, for those that were there that morning, you're just sitting just watching me because I had to mute it. But she was asking for some help with her other fur baby, Oscar. Okay, you want to take all this inside? What? No, I'll hold on to this. Because of the way he was behaving, and she was talking about some of the things that he was doing, and I was like, no, it's all normal. It's normal for what he's doing. He was confused. He knew Bella was sick. He was just confused because he wanted to know where she was. So they are just talking him through it. They're just giving him lots of extra love. And they still have her bed there, so her scent is still there for Oscar to, to have. And what do you call that? Because it was a while before we got rid of, because Tyson was our mailboxer who passed away first, And we kept his bed and next to Layla, and eventually we just ended up stacking their beds because she would still go to his bed more than hers. So that's what we did. We just ended up stacking their beds with his on top. But what I wanted to do, I keep forgetting to premiere the latest song that has to do with gig work and I just released another video earlier today that had one of my older songs on there, and I forgot that I could have used this one. You guys will probably remember, I've already heard this.
Driver to run an errand or two. We'll be your shopper and select some items for you. We can work in almost any weather and in day or night. We can work hard to be on time and get things done right. When we turn on these apps, they'll buzz, chime or ding. Hopes are high. Not to tip, please keep this in mind. Would you work for free or get paid well for your time? So please know that in you we do place our trust. To be kind, tip fairly, and show you appreciate us. When we turn on these apps, they'll buzz, chime or ding. Hopes are high that we can bring some good money in. They can also bring us down and be quite stressful. But it's what we want to do, our delivery side hustle.
So that was just one version. It also came up with the other one.
Grab your keys and head out the door. Turn on the apps and see what's in store. We'll be your driver to run an errand or two. We'll be your shopper and select some items for you. We can work in almost any weather and in day or night. We can work hard to be on time and get things done right.
Yeah, I don't like that one. I don't know if the beat is just too fast on that one there, but and I went through so many options to try and, you know, fix the rhythm and everything, from switching the musical types to even doing changing up the version from male to female, or just doing random. You like the first one? Yes, that was my favorite too. This one. Whoops. You guys will probably remember, I've already heard this. Okay. But this is the song that I was talking about, that I hope that my niece she'll get back to me sooner than later, because I really want to have my niece produce something that's not done by the AI. Because like I said, my niece Leanne, she can sing and she plays the guitar. And I mean, she's even done her own music.
When you see a fellow islander, we like to say half a day. With a lift of our head and a smile to help brighten the day. I'm from Guam, a small beautiful island in the South Pacific Sea. My lifelong home and where my heart will forever be. The island may be small, but offers so much as you roam. The land, the sea, the beautiful sunsets, we welcome you to our home. Dancing and singing as the chamor music flows. Tasty aromas fill the air as the barbecue glows. So when you see us and want to say hello or good day, just lift your chin up, smile and say half a day. Half a day. The sun is shining and our water's so clear and blue. Swaying coconut trees and our Chamaru people to greet you. Whether you stay for a day or a whole month long, we welcome you with love and this half a day song. Half a day, oh, half a day. The sun is shining and our water's so.
But that's the one. I'm hoping, like I said, I hope that she does. That she'll be able to come up with something. She's not in town at the moment, so that I'll have to wait. How long? I don't know. I'll have to keep pushing. But, I mean, even so, if I can convince Zoe still to try and, sing the song, then even following the rhythm of this, but not have that to where she can be having the music play in her ear and still try to sing the song on her own, I'll be fine with that. To try and make it a bit more our own and less AI. I mean, I love using lyrics into AI.com. It's a free app, but at the same time, because it's an AI, and when you're talking about a different language and words that may not be common for an AI, so they won't always know how to pronounce it. Like tomorrow, initially they were saying Komoro. And I was like, what's Komoro? So I had to misspell the word tomorrow just so they can, so the AI could pronounce it, as close as possible as the way it was supposed to be pronounced. I had to trick it, basically. So, that's something I have to keep in mind if I'm still going to be using this program to be able to come up with more songs for my videos. Like I said, whether it's doing gig work, cooking, doing crafting, I'd like to have some music playing in the background without having to worry that YouTube is going to try and, saying that they can't monetize my video because of the music. So, all right, let's see what we got here. I have no idea what you're talking about there, Rudy. But I am just trying. I'm trying to see if I can make it at least another 3.5 minutes to take it to the hour mark. Okay, so basically what I'm going to do for the next 3.5 minutes is to show you the haul I got from Claire's. I was saying halfway through this live stream when we were on our way home, the Walmart that we were working at, the Claire's, in that specific Walmart. I don't know if all the Claire's are going to be shutting down. I have no idea. But just for that specific location, it's going out of business, and it'll be completely gone as of this Sunday at that specific location. But anyways, I was able to walk out with 10 items that were valued at the original price about $90, or just over $90. And I paid only $8 for them. 10 items for $8. So we'll do the simple item, which I like this one because I usually like to put stickers on my face. And these are body stickers, but I'll have them handy for next year in March. I just have to remember to put this to where I can find it for next year. But I got this for myself, the body stickers. So that's one. And then, because I have 3 granddaughters, so basically everything that I'm about to show next are times 3. So I got these cute little things right here. So I got 3 of them for all 3 of my granddaughters. I mean, my eldest might find this to be a little too young for her taste. Because she is 11. So I don't know. She might end up giving 1 each to her sisters. But I think she might like these next one. Because I think for my eldest granddaughter, she might like this one. But I got these chokers. Oh, yeah? I think I've seen a couple of them on your video, Yvonne. So I got that one. And then for the twins, I got them. There's a total of 8 different chokers on here, so they can get 4 each on these. So there's a total of 8 different chokers. Going on 5 on the 16th and 10 years old. Aww. Our youngest, our grandson, our only grandson, his birthday is in less than 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And then for the last item, and I think what I might end up doing is letting my eldest granddaughter choose which one she wants. But I thought these were really cute. School has started, and I don't, like I said, with my eldest granddaughter, I don't know if she might find some of these. I mean, she's in middle school, but she's in 6th grade. So she's the low piece on the totem pole for middle school. So I don't know. But I got them those, the best friend necklaces. So I got this purple heart. I have. So I got the purple heart. I got this one here. Nope, you can't see it. But it's another heart shape. She loves it. Aw. She's enjoying her time. That's our grandson too, is the same thing. Because his cutoff for his birthday, he should be in actual kindergarten, but I guess he's technically, I don't know how they're doing it now, but he's going to be 5, and he's technically still in pre-K because of his birth date was after the cutoff date. So, but then I got this, the butterflies. So I'll let my eldest granddaughter choose between, for the necklaces, if she wants it, which one she's going to want. Something tells me she might end up choosing this one, but we'll see. We shall see. But yeah, so I got these 10 items. Those necklaces. I got 3 different types of chokers. I got my Lucky Charm body stickers that I'll be sticking to my face, actually. I just have to put this to where I'm going to find it for next year. And then these cute hair clips. Like I said, I think my eldest granddaughter might feel like she's a little too old to wear hair clips like this. So she might end up sharing it with her sister. With her sisters. Uh-oh, did I lose one? Oh, there it is. Same. All right, so I am just over my hour mark. So I'm going to go ahead and end the live stream here. Thank you guys so much for being here and keeping me company during the last few minutes of my live stream. I appreciate it. You know, Siduas Ma'asi, which means thank you in Chamorro. But y'all stay safe. Have a wonderful evening. Same to you, Yvonne. I'll catch you guys on the next video or live stream. Adios for now. Bye.